who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip, as we'll see the winners of 4 straight, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Rockets will kick this away to get us going here. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. They're going to the air in the first play. The pocket breaking down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And at first down, they go right back to him. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
First down here for this offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. 6th play of the drive coming up. Trying to run it, it's Williams. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, UNLV. And 6 more points to the total. Talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Aggressive call on the opening play. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. No huddle now for the offense. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. 4th down coming up. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Using his legs here. They'll make the 1st down on that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it'll be Smothered right at the line for no gain. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
On the move now. He'll throw it now. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that explosive highlight play taken off the board because of the penalty. Offense is going to have to bounce back from that one. Ouch. Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Handoff in a single back formation. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He lets it go. Makes the catch in space. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 14-7. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that one on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Press coverage now from the secondary. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Eludes a tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes the grab. And wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They got a third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
And the Rockets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for his back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Run down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And now the point after attempt to tie this game up heading to the break. And there's the point after. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Boom. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be further than one of the up. They stop him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there. This will likely be the last play of the half. And now the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense back out there now. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Out of the gun now on third down. Gets hauled in here over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They keep him guessing with a run. He's got the first down and still motoring. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, UNLV. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And this time it's complete.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Rockets hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now. Quarterback keeps the football. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Toledo. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now, clock running, final minute of the quarter. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Runs right over the defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's a shotgun run call. Touchdown, Rebels. They jump on top here in the 4th.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
DAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Leaning on the run game here late. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a carry for the fullback. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Rockets line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
He'll hand it off. Powers through.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense in a great position here at 2nd and 1. It's desperation time for this defense to somehow make a play. They'll feed the back again. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Something crazy, Kirk. That should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged him behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most